In this video, I'm sharing the best recruiting agency business model for 2022. Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Natasha, the business recruiter. Welcome back to my channel. When it comes to the recruiting industry, there are a couple of different directions you can go in terms of your business model. And if you're not familiar with the term business model, then the simplest explanation is that it's the way that an organization makes money. So when it comes to recruiting, you can actually make money in a couple different ways. The two most familiar models are going to be direct hiring or permanent placements, or staffing, which is often referred to as temporary staffing or temporary placements, or contract or even contingent staffing or placements. Each of these business models has the potential to bring in significant amounts of money. However, how they actually go about bringing in that money looks very different. Let's take staffing or temporary hiring, for example. When it comes to starting a staffing agency, your startup capital has to be solid. And the primary reason for this is because you have to essentially take on candidates as employees of your company. And because they're considered to be employees, you're going to have to pay them out of your payroll. This means that you're going to have the money to pay them, the payroll system in order to process the payments for them, insurance, such as workers' compensation, as well as the state that your business is based out of. You might also be required to offer some type of benefit offerings as well. However, in order to be able to realize any significant profit associated with this model, volume is going to be key. You're going to have to contract out a significant amount of employees in order to offset the cost of operating a staffing agency, as well as those startup costs. This means that you can have the potential of having a $10,000 or even $50,000 month under the staffing model. However, after taxes are accounted for, you still are responsible for paying your employees as well as any operating costs. So this means that your portion of that larger pie is going to be smaller because you have all of these other obligations that you have to take care of. Now, if you have enjoyed this video so far, then be sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button as well as that bell so that you can get notified of all of my videos that drop weekly. But on the other hand, you have direct hiring or permanent placement. And direct hiring allows you the ability to get into the recruiting industry with very minimal startup costs. And this is due to the fact that you don't have to take on candidates as employees to your organization. Direct hiring is really focused on you being able to connect with prospective clients who are having trouble filling requisitions that are open at their organization. Essentially, your role is to step in and help alleviate that pain point, which is the fact that their requisitions have been open for some time. So on top of the minimal startup costs, direct hires also allows you the ability to take on as few or as many requisitions as you want. However, the income potential off of one direct placement can still be considered pretty significant. Depending on the first year's earnings as well as your placement fee, you can still yield $10,000 plus months off of one requisition. So for this reason, direct hiring is going to be the best model for you to pursue in 2022. Not only are the startup costs minimal, which allows you to easily get into the industry, but the income potential as a correlation to startup costs is insane. Think of it this way. Let's say that you invest $1,000 in order to get your recruiting agency off of the ground, and your first placement yields you $6,000. Not only did you get your $1,000 back, but you're also up $5,000. And keep in mind, there are going to be other costs that are associated with direct hires that will dip into that $5,000. But again, you were able to yield that off of just one placement. Now, if you are interested in learning more about direct hiring as well as staffing, then do not forget that I have officially launched my program, the Recruiting Agency Accelerator Coaching Program. Enrollment is open now through the end of September, with classes slated to start the first week in October. If you're interested in getting your recruiting agency off of the ground as well as having me as your direct coach, then this program is for you. I will leave the link to my website down below in the description box. If you have any questions, feel free to email or DM me. And if you found this video to be helpful, then be sure to give me a thumbs up. This helps to ensure that my content is pushed out to others who are interested in starting their own recruiting agencies. And if you're not a part of my Facebook group, then I definitely encourage you to join because we are in there talking all things recruiting. I'll be sure to leave that link down below in the description box as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.